Now I'll get on. So you guys can fix that simply by stopping the unwanted behavior. I won't hold her here. Why would I pick up both reins? I can't stop her, she can run off. See, I want to control her feet. So now we go right back into your snaffle bit work. Control her feet. I don't care where she wants to go. I've got both legs working. Left rein, left leg. Right rein, right leg. I don't wait on this neck for her. She's old. She's already been allowed to pull. So I take that from her. Then I move her hindquarters. Then I ask her to stop. Move her hindquarters. I ask her to stop. Move her hindquarters. You see, I'm deliberately moving her in a direction that represents control. Then I ask her to stop. When I turn her loose, she can stop. I'm not going to hold her. On your trail ride, if you guys have never practiced this here at home, you can't stop them on a trail ride. They need to know how to stop and stand. It's a big mistake people make when you get on now. Quite a bit about her and about the groundwork and about reflection. She can stand here, she can go. If she goes, we're going to do that again. Now, let's talk about your posture. Some common mistakes riders make. Reins too long. Like this. Feet behind you. Tipped over in the front. This is what happens on a trail ride. You're going down the trail and all of a sudden you get nervous and you look like this. All they have to do is duck off this way and you fall over the front. So you want to change your posture. Get off your pelvic bone. Get your feet down. Get your chin up. Get your body positioned like this. Get prepared to ride. Now I'll talk about the length of your rein. When you guys are riding safely in the backcountry, and you've got one walking down the trail with his head long, and maybe they even eat grass. Their heads are 1.5 feet out in front of them. If they see a bear or a hiker or anything they don't want, their chin comes to their chest. You now have 14 foot of rein, and you're trying to stop like this. You're out of balance and you fall off immediately. So we're talking about posture and position. So what I want to talk about, I'm going to get more into it tomorrow, is about framework on these animals. If I take the slack out of her rein, see where her feet went? I want her nose to come to me. I'd like her to tuck her chin a little bit to this feel. I pull the slack out of both hands. My right hand is my direct rein. Wait on her to give to this. Watch her face. She doesn't know. I keep my saddle centered at all times. I keep my body centered. Tomorrow I'll have a couple riders out here, and on Sunday, and we'll kind of illustrate some of this posture riding for you, because that's what this topic is about for the backcountry this trip. I kind of wait on her. I just pulled the slack out of her, and I'd like her to learn how to give to this, but she doesn't know. It's part of the framework that you guys want to soften your horse and your mule with. See her back, her feet? I hold her, there's a little change. Now let's just go for a little ride. Now I want to ride her with one rein. I'm going to stay right up here. Okay, now this, right, let me let this happen a moment. This is where you guys, you see her neck? There it changed. Now this is a common mistake with the mules. When you guys bend their neck, you cannot hold the neck partially bent. See where her feet are going? She loves it. Now, the only thing that I can do for her is to stop that by this. Okay? Stop those feet from running off. Everybody says they run through the shoulder. The shoulder is taking them where they want to go, but it's coming from the hind foot. See, I wanted to get her left hind foot like that. So when I turn her loose, let's say that I want to start trotting circles right here. I'm going to start putting her feet. And the way I ride, I want her feet to become my feet. She says, I'm not used to going. There's a nice change. See, Pete says she doesn't like to lope under saddle because she says, I don't know what those legs mean. Now she'll get pretty ticky here in a bit. Like that. She might even want to kick a little. All I'm going to teach her to do is to move her feet. If you guys cannot move their feet, you cannot ride them. A little change. It's going to take a lot of time for her. So your feet go to her right, you stop them from there. You bend the neck completely until the front feet quit running off. Everybody see it? That's the biggest mistake the mules are allowed to make. Now she stayed there by herself. I didn't even have to do that one. She said, I think you're going to stop me. Like that. So watch what happens pretty soon. There's that kick. So pretty soon, she's going to go on her own will, not her own way. One hand, ride them, turn them loose, and never let them go. Discipline. Teach her to not do that. She said, what did I do? You know what you did. I'm not trying to pick on her. This is the problem that she's facing. There's a little change. Now I can even send her different directions to help her. I don't want to make it hard on her. You watch the progression in this mule the next couple days. Another change. A little over and out to the left. I might take my get down rope and use it because she doesn't have a lot of leg control. Go to the right here. Turn it loose. You guys have to ride them before they can go anywhere. We'll come back to the left. Completely. Let that go. Come back to the right. Now you'll see I'm coming back up here. I have to do this at home. Come to the right, to the left. There. Now release it. Get organized. You'll get pretty tired. You don't want to do too much. Completely. Complete. There. You guys see the completion of her feet? That's what the mules are good at. There's a nice change. Now she felt real true right there. That feels better to me. See, it'll get so light, you won't have to do anything. Now, let me take you through some basic riding positions that I want to help you with all week. Right rein, right leg, release it. Left rein, left leg, release it. Okay? Anybody have any questions so far? It's going to be a quiz later. Let them go. Don't try to stop them. Now, as soon as I start getting them going, like this, and then I slow down. I mean, I never was trying to be fast with her. Turn here. Now, I'm not going to let her pass that flag on the ground or that blue whip. Boundaries. You see, that's a cliff. She doesn't know that's the cliff. Her buddy's over there. That makes sense? You guys need to ride with some kind of focus today. When I get on her, her feet are my feet. Now, here's the hindquarters from the left rein, left leg. Deliberate control. Everyone see it? Now, here's the neck rein starting to come into the front quarters to the left. Front quarters to the left. Let go. Front quarters to the left. Let that left front foot go. Now, your big piece of control in the very beginning, which is your control that you need to have more sincere, legs first. See, if you can't get them to go, she's really bad on her flexion here going to her right. There's a little change. Another change. When I get the change, I release.